Hello and welcome to my brief demonstration of the Smith family computer versus the EternalBlue exploit. This is going to be the abbreviated version, so if you want to see more information about the commands I'm running and a better explanation, then I have a 12-minute version of this, but this is going to be super short. So let's basically say we're out at the public library, so is the Smith family, and they have a super outdated version of Windows that they're using, and we just want to attack this computer. So I've already collected some information here. This is our IP address. This is the Smith family computer IP address, and it shows down here that they are on Windows 7 from 2008, so super out of date. So this should be a perfect target. And right here I have my Metasploit console set up so that we can go ahead and just show our options and set it so that we can attack this computer. So we have a couple required options. We have R hosts and L hosts, which is required. And R hosts is their computer, L host is my computer. And that's all we really need for this exploit as long as they're vulnerable. So we're just going to go ahead and run it and see what happens. Okay, and it looks like we made it. So the first thing we want to do is we want to increase the longevity of our stay. So we're going to find explorer.exe and we're going to bind to this process since it's pretty much always running as long as they're logged in. So it looks like that is 780. Okay, and then once we're there, we can see if we can do get system. And it looks like we can't. This is going to elevate our privileges, so we're going to have to do another step. We're going to need to use the bypass user access control exploit, which is right here. And then we're going to look at our options again, and it looks like we just have a couple here, so we need to set localhost back to our computer, set the L port to a different one than the one we already used, and then set the session to 1 because that's the one we just backgrounded, and then we're going to run it and see what happens. Okay, and it looks like that worked, so let's see if we can get system now. And we can, so let's see if it'll let us do a couple things here. So we are now on their desktop, and let's see what files they got. Oh, look at that. They have a passwords.txt.txt file. I wonder what's in there. Well, I guess we can find out. We can go ahead and download it. Okay, and then let's take a look. Okay, it looks like they have a couple passwords here. Their Gmail is 123beans, their Amazon password's I love fishing, and their bank password is Chevy for life. So I imagine we could probably do some damage with that stuff, so we'll just go ahead and keep that on our computer in case we need it later. Another thing we could do is we can actually add a user to their computer and make it an administrator. Okay. And we went ahead and deleted them as an administrator from their own computer. Another thing we could do is we can see what's on their screen. We could do that. We could do things like capture their key inputs and stuff to see if they're typing things in, steal their credit card info, passwords, stuff like that. We could look through their webcam, which is kind of creepy, but there's not one connected, so I'm not going to do that. And the last thing that we're going to do while we're already on here is we're going to go ahead and upload the WannaCry virus. Okay, and it looks like it was uploaded successfully, and we can double check here. There it is on their desktop suddenly. And we can remotely execute this file. So let's go ahead and do that. And I have the file path wrong, that's okay. Cool, and now let's watch what happens. So some things start popping up on the desktop, things start running really slowly because it's currently encrypting all of the files on the computer. So if we open up our passwords.txt file, it looks like it has become gibberish. And this message has popped up. Our important files are encrypted. So literally every file on this computer has now become encrypted. Okay, and now it looks like they're going to have to send some Bitcoin to this Bitcoin address, $300 worth. If they wait too long, the price goes up. And if they wait way too long, then all of their files are permanently deleted. And that's pretty much it. That's as quick as you can do it on an outdated computer. So really the moral of the story is keep your computer up to date, please. And hopefully something like this won't happen to you. If you enjoyed this presentation, I really encourage you to go and watch the full 12-minute video because I explain how I got to this point and collecting info and running some commands that are additional to this one. Because you really can do a lot with Metasploit and it's a super powerful tool. So this is just kind of getting your feet wet with a known exploit on an outdated computer. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my presentation and go check out that 12-minute video.